doing some short ribs with some fresh mashed potatoes. We're gonna start with some little beef short ribs that we bought. You take this like this, and I'm gonna give you this recipe which came from a good friend of mine. You put this water boiling. First thing I do is boil them for about 30 minutes. So you get this water boiling, and you take this little rib like this, and you season them with a little red pepper. And you're gonna season them with a little salt. I got this recipe from my son-in-law, Eric Strada, his daddy, Paul. I went to a party one day. I don't really eat meat. And he had the best ribs. We're going to put this in here and let this boil. 30 minutes. Okay? He had the best ribs and the meat was falling off the bone. I said, Paul, what exactly, how do you cook this? He says, I'll boil them for 30 minutes. So we're going to boil them for 30 minutes. Then we're going to take them out. After 30 minutes, we're going to put them in a little brazier pan like this. They're already seasoned, so what we're gonna do is walk this over to this little broiler on about 375, and we're gonna put that in there and let that go. We're gonna come back after a few minutes, 20 minutes, and start basting it with Jack Miller's right here. So the potatoes right here, this is 3 baker potatoes, russet potatoes. You peel them, cut them up, you warm them in 1-inch blocks like this. And this takes about 20 minutes. Or until they tender. Everybody's different. So watch, we're gonna strain the water out like this, and we're gonna whip these potatoes up real quick. There you go. You might want a little of the water in there. So my wife would use a blender, but I'm a he-man, so I'm gonna use a whip. I'm gonna put a little butter in here. It's already got seasoning because I boiled the water with a little chicken base in the water, so it's already got salt. So we're gonna put a little butter and a little half and half. Then we're gonna start whipping. You gotta break them up. Yeah, so it looks like we're gonna have just enough. There you go. Now, once you do this with fresh potatoes and come up with this, you'll never use a potato out of a box again. Okay? Give it a good whip. This is about the thickness you want it, like this, because I want it to hold that meat in place. All right, we're gonna let this go. We're gonna cover this, and we're gonna come back with our meat in a few minutes. So here we go. About 30 minutes down the road, look what we got. Nice, crusted ribs. Now what we're gonna do with this, we're gonna take these fresh mashed potatoes we just did right here. The Jack Miller sauce, every 15 minutes I would take a little sauce and baste it on top. Baste it on top. So that's what's gonna make this crisp and make them sugars, the sugars are gonna make it dark. And if it don't get dark enough, look what I got. See? Every chef needs a toy. See, we'll burn it dark for the look. There you go. Now, okay, so let's serve this up like this. We're gonna put a little mashed potatoes in the middle. So your mashed potatoes have to be thick enough for this rib right here to stand up. Okay, so what we're gonna do is put a little sauce right like in that middle. Like so. Like so. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna take this big pretty one right here and we're gonna set that right in there like that. Okay, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna decorate the top a little bit with some thin sliced green onions. We're gonna put a little tree on them to make them look nice. There you got it.